we proudly bring you the Clippers at the Staples Center. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. Well, it was the Toronto Raptors winning their last game against the Jazz in Utah.
They executed on the road, stayed focused, stayed consistent with who you are as a team.
Such a confidence builder to go on the road and be able to dictate the tempo, the style of play, keep your identity. They were able to do that here.
Here on the 5 for the Raptors. They've got Lowry. He's out there with Richardson. Kawhi Leonard is out there with the machine. And it's Siakam in at the 4. Very little locked in at this point, Brent, but sometimes it feels like the best teams are just waiting for the playoffs to begin.
Well, there's always this idea about building up for the playoffs, and I think over the past 5 or 6 seasons, most of the talk that we have is about those teams being as healthy as they possibly can be. And I think that's the time in the season we're at now, Kevin. Make sure that everybody is 100% ready to go, not just mentally, but physically.
The coaches got to keep their focus, right? I mean, that's tough to do.
The coaches do, but the good ones start that process maybe in the last 15 games of the season to try to ramp things up so that guys feel ready to go once the end of the regular season comes.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. That's tipped. Now Richardson. Pass to Lowry. To the paint. And it's the machine with the foul. That's his first foul. So Favors will bring it up for the Clippers. The pass to Harrell. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound by the Raptors. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
Sort of representative of how they each finished the season. One a playoff team, the other on the outside looking in. I think things may play out the same way this year, too. Beautiful timing, execution, great move to the rack.
And here's Toronto, searching for their first points of the game. It's Richardson on the wing. Lowry deciding where to go with it here. Lock at 6. Siakam passes to Leonard. Here's the machine. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Well, you have to be able to trust each other on the defensive end of the floor. Otherwise, the whole thing is just going to crumble.
Got a hand on it, and he gets it back. The Raptors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Siakam kicks to Leonard. Pass to the machine. Back to Leonard for the 3. The shot, no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Tough night. I mean, they attacked on both ends, and unfortunately for them, they just got called for a lot of fouls.
Well, unfortunate is a good word, Greg, but on the other hand, you have to make an adjustment. Not every game is going to be called the same way, so adjust to the whistle.
Brent, Montrezl Harrell out of Louisville came into the league as an energy player, but he can score as we're seeing in bunches.
Well, I think with starters minutes, he might give you a few 20-point nights, but mostly his impact has been huge with energy and effort coming off the bench, in constant motion around the rim, and a great finisher as well.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 11 points for him in that last game against Denver. Harrell, that's good.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Now here is Lowry. 6-point game. And he banks in the layup.
And his touch inside more than makes up for Lowry's lack of size. He's a terrific finisher in the paint and doesn't miss many once he gets in tight.
Here is Favors. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Robinson. Over Lowry. Good work defensively by Lowry.
And getting a hand in the shooter's face, locking down that in-between area.
Just taking on the challenge on every possession. I love defenders who give nothing away. Right now, he's just out of sync. A lot of shots rimming out, and he's got to try to find something different.
Here's Gallinari. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Gallinari gathers his rhythm. He simply rises up and nails the interior shot.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Well, coming out of the timeout, let's see if they go for it.
Passes to Richardson. To the paint. It's tipped. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from the machine.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defender.
So the Raptors 5 right now. Poitras is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Richardson. Then it's the machine. And it's Lowry in at the 1 spot. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. The machine in the last game against the Jazz had quite a performance. He ended with 28 points, and as he always seems to do, piled up rebound after rebound. He put up numbers that really jumped out in the box score. A very solid performance. Kevin will see what he's got in his arsenal tonight.
Thanks for checking in, D.A. He was phenomenal for them in that game. It was fun to watch.
And not just fun for us, but it had to be fun for him as well. Everything was working, and he just seemed to enjoy and embrace every minute of it.
And I love having fun, but fun comes at a cost, and that cost is work and effort. So let's not get too far away from that tonight. He was a workhorse in this one.
And it's Gallinari missing. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for Toronto. They trail by 6. They'll be off to Oklahoma City for a meeting with the Thunder after this one. And that will be the 5th game of this 6-game road trip.
Yeah, looking up at the scoreboard, guys, that's his 3rd foul, and his coach has to consider now sitting him down.
Toronto shooting their first free throws of the game. With today's superstars often joining forces, Brent, we hear some retired legends saying they wanted to beat their rivals, not join their rivals. What do you think?
I saw a lot of joining going on from some of the guys who make those comments, Kevin. So that sort of stuff just eludes me as to where it's coming from. This league has always been dominated by teams that have 2, at least 2, if not 3, upper echelon
Superstar
players that end up winning titles. So it's happening now. It happened then. It will continue to happen.
And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Raptors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season. And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the 2nd. A nice way to get your offense going.
Dishes it to Gallinari. Shoots over Leonard. And that misses badly. Air ball. Richardson kicks to Leonard. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
A nice run they put together here to bring it a little closer.
And that's all you can do. Just chisel away at the lead. Keep believing in what you're doing.
Pass to Robinson. Siakam pulls it in.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And that one, good. That's 7 points for the machine.
Yeah, he's had bad first quarters before and has dug himself out. Here's another one tonight.
Harrell kicks to Robinson. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll start out on the road and play the Timberwolves in Minnesota. And then on Monday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And you know, for that Pistons game, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Robinson finds Favors. Back to Robinson. Contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Phenomenal use of the body there to free himself up from the defender and get a clean look at the basket.
And the Clippers making a change here. Gilgeous Alexander's checked in, and it's the Raptors ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Lowry passes to the machine. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. The machine's got the game tied up here for the Raptors. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Robinson against Richardson. Gallinari right side to the inside. He's looking for Harrell and finds him. Just 4 to shoot. And he can't bank that one in. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's the machine. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Robinson against Richardson. Robinson goes in. Makes it off the glass. Robinson's got 5 points in the quarter. Toronto, they've gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. Lowry kicks to Leonard. Now the Boston machine. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Harrell's got 8 rebounds in this game.
Well, Montrezl Harrell, seen by many as a throw-in in that Chris Paul trade, has paid huge dividends for the Clippers.
Leonard with no one around. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
Kicks it to Gallinari. Down low. Favors. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Well, Gallinari at that size can do a little bit of everything, and I like to see him dishing the rock.
Now here is Lowry. Defense is right there. Toronto working the ball around now. The shot's good from the machine.
Beautiful execution from him, building off a great first quarter, looking unstoppable here.
Has to go up. 24 seconds left to play here in the half. And they pick up 2. Gallinari's got 6.
As soon as Gallinari saw the lane open up, he took it right at the defense and finishes off in style.
Here's Lowry. Here's the machine. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got 9 rebounds now tonight. 1 second left. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Really an incredible game from the machine.
I'll tell you, the scoring he gave them in the first half really made the difference.
Well, the defense is paying attention to a lot of other guys. He's gotten some good looks, and he's done a great job of finishing those off.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Clippers. We've got Gallinari. Robinson is out there with Gilgeous Alexander. Then there's Favors, and it's Harrell in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Robinson finds Harrell. Robinson against Richardson. Robinson left side. 6 to shoot. Leonard against Gallinari. Gee, that time from Leonard.
It's just been an off night for him. That doesn't happen all that often, but the thing that you do at this point is not to push it, not to rush it. Let it come back to you.
Here's Gilgeous Alexander, now recovering, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
All right, a chance to look at the stats for the machine. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. Tops in scoring, first in blocks, and he's a devastating finisher on the inside. The best field goal percentage in the league.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. #1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. And the Eastern Conference has been fun to watch. A lot of focus as always this year. And as we hit the midseason surge, let's check out the standings and how they're shaping up. Taking a look at Toronto. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And checking out Cleveland, 6.5 games behind them.
And I think for Toronto, they look like a team on a mission. We knew coming into this season that they were going to be one of the teams to beat. They've done nothing to change anyone's mind about that.
The only people whose minds have changed are the people who said they were going to have a down year. There is no one left saying that.
Siakam passes to the machine. And stolen by Favors. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Lowry kicks to Siakam. Passes it to Leonard. Fades. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Just like to see the defensive effort get better for their ball club. They can't expect guys to miss the mid-range Jays every time.
Molinari with it. Leonard picks him up. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's foul number 2 for him. Jonas Valanciunas, who's checked in for Toronto. OG Anunoby comes in for Kawhi Leonard. On the wing, Green. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Count that one.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Toronto trailing. Outside Lowry. To the inside. Pass to Valanciunas. Here's Anunoby. Gallinari covering. Outside for Lowry. Raptors moving the ball around. And that one, good. And the Raptors lead by 1.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
So many modern offenses no longer rely on a point guard to initiate the play. Tell us a little bit more. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 11. He kicks to Biyombo. Lawson in the corner. Back to Green. 6 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Ibaka against Green. He gets that one. Green's got 4 this quarter.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Down low. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Clippers trail by 5. 50 seconds left to play here in the third. To the middle. Here's Biyombo. Out to the wing. Lawson outside. And it's Biyombo with the jam.
And what a gutty play. I mean, muscles his way to the rebound and then just pounds it home for the putback.
Well said, G.A. The battle on the boards, Clark, could go a long way toward deciding this game.
Well, especially when the game is this close. You recognize with your instincts the opportunity to help your team out. Just never flinch.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. He's all alone. Here's Gentry. Lays it in off the breakaway. And now a 7-point Raptor lead.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 11. The pass to Green. Over Ibaka. He's off from 17 feet. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. The Raptors out in front. They're up by 7. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming. Let's hear what Doc Rivers has going on over in his huddle.
Come on, guys, you're right there. But listen, everybody, you're not going to...
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Raptors leading by 7. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. They've got Richardson. Kawhi Leonard is out there with the machine. And it's Siakam in a power forward position. To the middle. Here's the machine. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Kicks to Biyombo. Robinson against Richardson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Free throw good, Robinson. Robinson hits them both.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Inside, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Outside Favors. To the paint. Here's Biyombo. Got a hand on it, and he gets it back. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there. Raptors leading by 7. Kicks it out to Richardson. And again, Toronto with the triple.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Gallinari surveying the D. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. And a chance now to look at the schedule coming up for the Toronto Raptors. On Monday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Then on Tuesday, they'll take on Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors.
And for their matchup with the Celtics, this is a game that they are expected to win. But sometimes those are the kind of games where you get a little bit sloppy and start looking ahead. Either way, they'll need to put in tremendous effort to walk away with the victory.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now, or we're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there. Kevin?
Here's the machine, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Gallinari. And the first one drops. And so he makes both from the line. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Favors. Gallinari on the wing. No one near him. And that one good.
Nice swing action there. Gallo, he simply squares up and rises to the occasion.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes to do it right now.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Clippers trail by 12. Pass to Biyombo. Inside. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Richardson the pass to the machine. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. One thing I like about Adam Silver, he is always looking to break new ground, push the envelopes, and develop new areas of innovation.
Well, always forward thinking, and of course this league has always done that. Adam has found a new position in the league, having a chief innovation officer in place, somebody that's always examining not only how things are going in the league and maybe being adaptable to change, but examining what's going on worldwide. And you always see the way the league tinkers with and toys with Summer League and the way the G League competition sets up in order to try to find more ways to make the game more enjoyable or more accessible to the fan base.
Outside Lowry. Here's the machine. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Robinson, a beautiful reverse layup.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
And so Lowry will bring it up for Toronto. Down low. Gets it to go. That one good from the machine. The machine's got the lead up to 13 now for the Raptors. The Clippers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Robinson up top to the middle. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. And that one drops for him.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now here is Lowry to the inside. The machine. That falls. Nice speed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got assist number 5 here tonight. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Here's Gallinari. And favors kicks to Harrell. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Harrell's got 4 points in the quarter. Toronto calls timeout. We've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, the machine.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. There's Siakam. Raptors moving the ball around.
This whole second half, he's been unbelievable scoring the basketball. The defense has had literally no effect.
Clippers trail by 13. Gallinari outside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Richardson against Robinson, and stolen by Richardson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And I like how scrappy and aggressive Lowry is on the court. And it's easy to see how much his teammates enjoy playing alongside him.
And Kyle Lowry drops them both.
Kevin, these are easy points. Remember, free throws.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, now recovering. Gallinari against Leonard. Now here's Gallinari. Defense is right there.
And they ran that pick and roll extremely precise. The result was a good look for Gallinari.
Toronto calls timeout. They're up by 13. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. Now here is Lowry. He's guarded closely to the middle. Shot's good from the machine. The machine's got 30 points.
Full speed ahead. I mean, they have been in control since the opening tip, and that may have sealed the deal.
I can imagine a lot of things right now, but a comeback, that's not one of them.
Robinson goes in. Good work defensively by Lowry. Raptors leading by 15.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Raptors.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And so checking out their record tonight, it'll mark win number 32 overall.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for the machine.
Just a really solid effort on the offensive end. He was getting any shot that he wanted.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Here's Thornwell. With the teardrop, it's rebounded by the machine. Anunoby kicks to Pope, passes it to the machine. And he uses the glass on the layup. The machine's got 34.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
Well, you want to close the door on any type of comeback effort. This has been a vault. Ka-ching.
You're right. Got a hand on it. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. And the Raptors lead by 21. They've been looking out of sorts in the last few possessions.
And this is when you need to be patient. Find a high percentage shot and have some floor balance.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And becoming impatient, that's not how you're going to catch up.
Yeah, that's a painful mistake there. All you can do is just shake that one off and try your best to move on to the next play.
The Clippers grab the miss. Here's Thornwell. And there's the pass to Biyombo. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
hungry. You know what I'm saying? Like, thank you.